Hi guys, and welcome to this little review of the Weightmaster Festival that I've recently fished here in Weston pools. Now the Weightmaster is a 2-day event and it's on weight. So you're not looking for section points, you're looking for most weight you can achieve, and it's a random draw both days. Now I drew clay pit both days and I fished a practice match on the Tuesday which was also on the clay pit, so 3 days and every day was different. So what I want to do, I just want to talk you through my days as I'm having a little fish here now. So just get the peg fed. All I'm going to do is talk you through my days fishing. Solid there now, F1's everywhere. And how I just winkled out these extra fish, and I found that was a key on this weight. You want to catch as many fish as you can, build your weight. There's ways that I found on this clay pit this past few weeks. You can just put them extra fish in the nets. First of all, I'm going to talk about the first rig. Now, this has been the best rig on the clay pit. When it's like today, it's quite bright. Fish come dead high up. If you see now, I'll feed, the fish come right to the surface. Now, it's quite unique this venue because you can see quite clear, so I'll be able to see my bait. They'll be able to see my hook, but I'm still catching it. As you can see, the swirling there. Now, this is what I mean. There's been two ways to catch these fish. When you're on a big ball or a good peg, which I drew, that's ridiculous. You can catch them dead shallow, like 8 inches, but we had a match on the Tuesday, young Rob Swan drew on 28, which is not a good area, and he caught 4 foot deep, but he caught some massive F1s on the jigger. So it seemed apparent when I was fishing that I could catch either 8 inches deep, or if you fish it dead deep, 4 foot's the best depth. Now I've had a few fish at like 3 foot, 2.5 foot, but they're the two depths I find you catch the biggest weights of fishing, and they're the proper F1s. Don't get me wrong, we're going to catch some stockies today probably, but bigger fish seem to sit this deep or this deep. So that's one thing I worked out. So my rig resembles this. Now the elastic I used on the day was a 9 holler, but I've got the 11 drawer slipper today because I've just recently changed over, so I'm just going to give it a try. I've tried it before when I did a video for Joe at Preston and it was perfect, so I'm just going to check it's alright. Now, down to the business itself, I've got 017 mainline, then I've got a 4x10 dead shit dibber, which is set about 8 inches deep, bulk of 4 number 10s, a 2-inch hook length of 013 and a GPM, and just a little pellet on the hook. Now, I found just a normal fishery pellet is one of the best hook baits, but I've also got a little tub which has got some Coppins 8mm, 6mm. It's got some Robin Reds 6 and 4mm in there. Just all little different pellets, some lighter ones. Just it's a little change up bait. I do think they get used to the same bait going through. Also, one of the greatest baits, femur peg here, keep them interested, is in the feed pellet itself. This is a lovely little trick. I shouldn't really give it away, but the little feed pellet black one, that's another change hook bait. So what I'm going to do is just try and capture a fish. Let's have a little go and I'll talk you through the first day. So I'll talk you through the first day. Ship out now. The first day I drew peg 8, which is on the left hand side of my arm. I'm sat on peg 3 at the minute, so it's on a point. You get, it's absolutely solid. You're at a point, you sat there, and you've got a bit of water to yourself. Peg 9 was in, the good mate Danny was on that, but his peg's a lot different. He's only fishing edges and across if he wants to, but I'm trying to do them before. So I've set my stall, I've fished short on pellets. See how beautiful these fish. I know I'm going off track, but these F1s in the plate there, absolutely stunning. Little gold bars. But I set up short on pellets, down the edge on our pellets, and shallowy casters. Just kept it dead simple. Anyway, I started short, caught a few fish, a couple of carp. Go wild in here, they pull you down to the bottom. A couple of carp, and then I looked up 20 minutes in. And because it was bright hot that day, the fish was sat dead shallow like they are today. So I picked up my rig, it was hard work to get, I just couldn't really catch them. The fish wouldn't come close, I couldn't catch on a short rig, couldn't catch. And what what I did is made this rig up with a bit longer lash, let me say 10 inch, 8 inch deep, and then a transformer day. Of course, steady throughout the day, 2 to 3 pound F1s, they are real big weight builders when you get them going. Not many stockies, to be honest. And then I dropped short later on, nicked an odd fish in the edge. I didn't get the edges right. The edges there seem to be too shallow, too close to you. But then you can't catch on the bottom. I got it all wrong, to be honest, not going to lie. But anyway, I had a lovely day. I weighed 167, which won the clay pit, third in the match. Behind Christian, who took the match out, to be fair to him, a good mate. He had a 268 on Canal 20, so he's on his standard bungo. If you don't know Christian, he draws very well. But he's done brilliantly there. Then Mark Calvert's done brilliant in middle of Stretton, catching on worms. This is another great method, which hasn't really been dominant, and he's come and done his own thing in his sport. So that was day one. Now, on to day two. To be fair, I wasn't feeling very well. I don't know whether it's due to the few pints of cider we had in the clubhouse or the sun, but I'm going to put it down to the cider, to be honest. But I drew a weird peg. I've never really been on it. I've seen it fishing before. I've been on peg 36, which is probably in shot now. If you see where that car's pulling off, in between two trees, the pallet there. Now, this is one of the shallowest pegs on the clay pit. It's got 6-7 foot in your long pole, 4 foot short. You've got two nice edges. You can probably see you've got a nice little island there. You've got to your left, you've got a pallet which is massive, and you can catch on the edge there. So I was feeling gaffy. I was feeling a bit worse than wet. But what I settled that day is I made a mistake, really. I fished, cast the shallow long. Now I said to the good mate in the cabin, I said, if I draw there, I'm just gonna, this is on the Tuesday, if I ever draw there, I'm just gonna take 6s long, catch what I can and catch some carp late on. Now, with the lake being fishing so well shallow the day before, everyone caught shallow. That seemed to be the method. I set it up. Now this is the first mistake I made. Set it up, catch shallow on casters long. Now, because I've done that, I've brought my maximum amount of casters, about 5 pints of casters. And then I've got some hard pellets. So that's all I've got, some ground bait as well, which are allowed. First of all, I've cost myself probably a few extra pounds fishing the wrong bait to my match. Ideally, looking back, I should have fished nice, sensible, pinged some pellets long, sat and waited early on in the match and wait for them to come back. But now, I've got that experience now of what it's like on that peg. I never, like I said, never drew it before. When Richie O'Connor drew it on the Tuesday in the practice match, he had £100 and he caught them dead early. So I thought I'd catch dead early instead of being dead late, but another one there. Catching dead late, but it just goes to show every day's different. It's all a learning day. So I've come good. I've had nothing for the first 2.5 hours. I've literally struggled to catch anything. I've had odd stocky. I think I had 2 carp, 2 F1s on casters shallow. So that weren't really worth fishing. I thought I'd catch the odd stocky carp, but nothing there. And then late on, out of desperation, I've just threw some casters on my top kit. I've had it in the past. Normally around September time, this lake comes really good on a top kit on natural baits, because when they have the natural baits festival, it's a brilliant method. But I've just started trickling them in, and all of a sudden, it's come alive. I must have had 6 to 8 carp in 25 minutes short on my caster line, sorry. for 50 to 60 pound. They were massive, big 8-10 pounders. 8-10 pounders, catching them dead quick on a top kit. And then I fed my edge to my left with an hour and a half to go, and I've dropped on that last hour and had 6 or 7 big carp there as well, all on ground bait. Now I've changed my ground bait mix. I used to fish Super Crush and Match Method half and half, but now I've just gone to Match Method, soak the full 2 kilo, literally flood it with water, get as much in so it's nice and heavy, and then use a 6mm riddle, get it through so it's nice and heavy so it resettles quicker. And then I found at the minute, everywhere I've been fishing, worm has been a brilliant hook bait. Just a big worm, just not even nicking it, just hooking it, big worm down the edge and catching them carp. So I ended the match with 153, which luckily enough won the clay pit again. So I had 3 matches in the week on the clay pit, won the lake every time, so I was happy with that. But Christian's paralysed the festival. He's had 420 pound overall. He's won the festival, so well done me. Then second place, the dark horse. He's been messaging me all week saying he wasn't sure how to fish it. I think he's playing me, to be fair. But Robbie Griffiths, he had a 323 if I can remember rightly. He had a brilliant performance last day. He had 189 on peg 6 on canal, which is a really good weight there, to be fair. Canal was fishing really good, but that peg's not brilliant. Steady for 150, but he done really well to catch that. So well done, mate. So that left me 3rd overall in the festival. £3 short of Robbie, but did lose a fish last shot, pulling too hard, but that was my own fault. I can't blame that. So, to be honest, another great run festival. I was 2nd last year, I've come 3rd this year, so I'm really happy with that. Enjoyed my time. I felt my practice matches really helped and were put into place. Give me them few little extra edges that you look for in match fishing, so I'm really pleased with that. Looking forward to the summer festival, which is in a couple of weeks. Going to book on that. It was great. I had a great time in the bar after the match. We had a pizza. Good old laugh. It was nice to get back out after a few months of rubbish, really. Really nice to get back out on the bank, back in the pub, having a laugh, social pints, and back at Weston catching some fish. So that was just me rundown. Finish on this one, little stocky ghosty. That was me rundown on the Weightmaster. Just thought I'd stay on after the match, catch a few fish on my best rig from the first day. Lovely little ghosty F1, nice in the top lip. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you on the bank soon. Cheers.